classes. Today I will be taking one problem and let us see which formula can be applied here to solve not quite interesting problem in fact. Okay, let's see. So the problem goes on like this. Given that sine of 45 degree is equal to 0.7071, sine of 50 degree is equal to 0.7660, sine 55 0.8192, sine 60 0.8660, find sine 48 degree. Okay, so in the first step, of course, what we will do here is we will take sin x as function y or f of x. Okay, so in the next stage, the given data we will represent in a table where x, of course, as you know, sine of 45 degree they had mentioned. So we will take x in degrees, which is 45, 50, 55, 60, and y is equal to sine x being the results of sine of x, which is 0.7071, 0.7660, 0.8192, and 0.8660. Right? So the observation here what we make is the interval is equally spaced. Of course, if I take 50 minus 45, it is 5. 55 minus 50 is also 5. 60 minus 55 is also 5. So h value is 5. Agree? In the next stage, yes, we are representing the same thing in vertical order, and just to make sure we get x0, x1, x2, x3. I hope you remember all this if you have seen the previous sessions. Okay. Now, this is interesting. We are supposed to find sine of 48 degree. So we will take that 48 degree as xp. We will represent that as xp. And it is existing in between 45 and 50. And we can also make an observation that it is lying near x0. Right? It is lying near x0. Yes. Here xp is 48, which lies near x0, which is 45 degree, or 45, just 45. Okay. Therefore, we construct forward difference table. So the point that has to be found. If it is near x0, we will take up forward difference. We will construct finite difference table, and the finite difference table will turn out to be a forward difference table, and we will consider forward difference interpolation formula. Right? With the same logic, yes, directly I am writing forward difference table. Okay. So the observation what I am supposed to make here is y0 value is 0.7071, delta y0 is 0.0589, delta square y0 is minus 0.0057, delta cube y0 is minus 0.0007. Okay. With these datas, yeah, we will just write these datas properly. From forward difference table we have, yes, I'm just writing all those datas. Thereafter, I'm supposed to mention that x0 is 45, h is 5, and xp is 48. Continuing this, from forward interpolation formula, we have yp to be equal to y0 plus p into delta y0 plus p into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y0 plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube of y0. Right? Over here, I am supposed to find, as per formulation, I am supposed to find what is the value of p. Right? P is given by xp minus x0 divided by h. We know xp is 48 minus x0 is 45 divided by 5. Of course, it is 3 by 5, which is 0.6. Now, we already know what is y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0, and now we also know what is p. So, in the next step, I am substituting it. So, yp is equal to y0 value is 0.7071 plus p value is 0.6 into delta y naught is 0.0589, right, plus p value is 0.6 into p minus 1 is 0.6 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into minus of 0.0057. Yes, plus the next term 0.6 into 0.6 minus 1 into 0.6 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into minus 0.0007. So simplifying this in the next stage, of course, it's quite obvious that 0.6 minus 1 turns out to be minus 0.4 and 0.6 minus 2 turns out to be minus 1.4. And in the denominator, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6. Yes, simplifying it. In the first term, I have 0.7071 as it is. In the second term, after multiplying, it is 0.03535. In the third term, after simplifying, of course, minus into minus turns out to be a positive. So I have 0.000684. In the last term, you can observe it is minus into minus into minus, so it gives me a negative thing with 0.0000392. Now simplifying it, I am getting yp to be equal to f of xp. Of course, y is f of x, so yp is f of xp, and further f of xp is equal to f of 48, and f of 48 after simplifying, the value which I got is 0.7431. Right? So therefore, sine 48 degree is 0.7431 by forward difference interpolation. So this is one of the interesting problem which we found, which I found in interpolation category. Here we have used forward interpolation formula. In the next stage, we will also look into the problems wherein we will be using backward interpolation formula also. That's all for today. Thank you.